Is it working now? It's working now? Hi, hello! Yeah, I got nerfed. I left and my PC has been like acting up because I left. Oh no, I updated! It did the curse of the update! Hi, thank you. Yes, I brought everyone tequila. Everyone can have one drop. Oh man, I'm like all over the place. I've been trying to fix everything now that I'm back. Well, like, momentarily back because I'm going to Mexico City in a couple of days. So we'll be dealing with Bello Tortilla Woman. Hi, hello. You got yourself a bottle already? Good. You have some coffee? Not so good. Single tequila drop, spread it around. Yes, okay, look, man, I had to, like, deal with some things, including making my tea, because I couldn't find the honey, so we have a little bit of brown sugar in there instead of honey, which is unfortunate, but that's okay, because it's like rose black tea, and it still tastes good, but I'll give everyone who waited an extra drop. How does that sound? Can we, like, agree to that? Is that an okay agreement? It was so much fun though. I'm like all over the place because I'm still so exhausted. I saw so much family. I like went all over the place. I rode on too many buses. I will say that much. I did have to deal with a bit too many buses and I'm kind of over that. And I know I'm gonna have to deal with more. But man, it feels nice to be able to sleep in my own bed. I already joined a few. What do you mean you're gonna join the wild party? I was at the game for Mexico versus Korea. I feel so bad for the Koreans. There was like one Korean for every 2,000 Mexicans. And the amount of times I just saw one get picked up and hurled up, like not in a rude way, you know, like, hey, there's a Korean! Quiere volar! Quiere volar! And then they just picked him up and tossed him, and it's like, there goes another one. All the Koreans have learned to fly. They've learned to fly. Toss? Well, you see, what's currently going on, or what was going on at least before. I think it's still going on because, like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. In case you guys don't know, Korea and Mexico have a history. Thanks to them, we were at, I think it was the Russia World Cup. We were able to advance to the next stage. Because Korea knocked somebody else out. I think it was Germany. I want to say it was Germany. But, like, they knocked someone else out that, like, it was wild. Like, we weren't expecting to. We were, like, ready to get trapped and, like, leave in the group stage. But they knocked them out, which meant we advanced to the next one. And ever since then, there's a saying that's, like, hermano coreano y eres mexicano, which means, my brother Korean, you're now Mexican. And ever since then, welcome in, Nathan. Ever since then, what ends up happening is we kind of go wild with the Koreans. Oh, yes. Okay, I have like one little beef with Mexico hosting the World Cup. And that's that not every fan fest is advertised. And that's my little beef with it. That's like the only one that I've had an issue with. In case you guys don't know what a fan fest is, there are areas, especially in large cities, and it's not just like the ones that are hosting, but large cities typically have screens, an entire fan area where you can go and watch the games for free. So you go in, like, huge ass screen, and you see all of the games, and that's all that's participating. And it's like a little bit like a mini fan festival. Well, that's why it's called Fan Fest. Not yet, not yet. That's in Mexico City. I'll be going to Mexico City this upcoming week. I was in Guadalajara, which is really cute. Where I did go was Guadalajara, which has an amazing fan fest because everyone knows where it's at. But I also went to 2 other cities that had it. And they unfortunately, like, they were hidden, first of all. No one knew what they were. And so it was just locals, which I don't mind it being locals, but, like, one thing I've liked about past World Cup Fan Fest is it gets kind of crazy with the tourist. And, like, that includes me, because, like, obviously I would be a tourist. But you go in there, and everyone's just drinking and joking and having fun. It really is really cute, Ducky. And, like, we didn't get to experience that as much, and, like, that's my one beef. But as far as, like, once you find them, Mexico is wilding on them. Everybody has basically been accepted in, with the exception of the Argentinians. No, I won't. Look, man, I'm wearing the, like, Mexico jersey. I'm not gonna go flying. They're not making me fly. I'm just one of them. That's another downside of it being in, like, my home. Typically, for the World Cups, if you're walking around in a Mexico jersey, you're kind of known as, let's leave it at the party faction. We're known for being a little wild. Also, this is on top chat. Let me make sure it's on live chat. You'll find them. Don't worry. But yeah, you typically do that, and then, like, they'll find you, and there's, like, a bunch of exchanges you can do and everything. You'll exchange items or, like, just have fun and, like, relax. But this one, it's like, oh, I'm blended in. I'm one of them. I'm the majority here. So I'm not gonna get those fun moments in this World Cup. Hopefully in the next one. That's okay. That's okay. I want to make sure that, like, everybody else gets to experience a nice time. And that even though technically I'm still traveling back home, that they're able to experience my home and realize, oh, this place is nice. Wondering, Ren, welcome in. No, so I'm not gonna go into the politics of it because, like, quite frankly, like, that's a bummer, and I don't want to discuss all that. I'm very proud of how Mexico's been hosting. I'm very embarrassed by the US hosting. They unfortunately haven't been nice to many teams, refs, fans, a little bit of everything. And I don't know, for me, the World Cup has always been a situation of bringing everyone together and having this nice moment where no matter what's going on in the world, you can take a break and have a nice moment to connect with everybody. And it's just a bit of a bummer that the US didn't get that message. We're doing pretty, or at least I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it's all about like global unity, because I mean, it's a lot more expensive than that for that. That's another issue. That's another thing about how expensive this has been the most expensive World Cup in the history of like ever. It's super pricey. There's some things I'm not happy about, which I'm not going to go into details about like here, because quite frankly, like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the vibes. But it was a shame. There's been some things that I've been upset about. I think I want to say in the stadium, and this is talking about Mexico, this isn't even the US, it was like $10 for a bag of chips, so it's incredibly overpriced right now. 1,000's not bad right now for the World Cup, and I wish I was joking. I've been looking at because thankfully I was able to get some of the tickets, not because of me, but because of family who they actually work for a sponsor or anything like that, so they were able to secure tickets. Obviously they bought them, but they were able to secure tickets. However, those are inflated, and that's not even including the like prices of resale value. I'm seeing things, the most expensive I saw, what was it, around $10,000 for like a good seat for Mexico v Korea, which is crazy. We're getting Kingdom Hearts 4 in there first. You gotta finish the other ones before you jump to Kingdom Hearts 4. But yeah, it's incredibly pricey. The ones near me have been like cheapest price I've been able to find around 2,000. Yeah, I want to say something like that. Like it's about 2,000, and that's the closest. 10K, that's nothing. You're a VTuber. I'm an indie. It's over. I can't afford that. I'm an indie. Oh, no. It's one of those things where it's terrifying. There's also a lot of seats that are going unsold for that reason, which is also kind of dumb. Like, people are willing to just take the loss than, like, let people go and support their team? Which, it's a little weird to me. However, I will say, with the exception of one team, which I will not name, I have not heard anything bad about the fans themselves, which makes me really happy. It seems like that they're all like having fun and actually like taking care of everything, and kind of, at least in Mexico, I can't say as much as the US, and like really integrate into everything. You'll name it Mexicans? Look, man, it's our home. It's our home. Nah, you know the one. I don't think they're gonna it's too late to change it now. I do know, I have heard nothing about Canada. I've heard absolutely nothing about like how the World Cup is going in Canada, which I think has been the funniest part for me. Because like the US, I hear that a lot of people are enjoying, at least like actually experiencing that, oh, the US actually has this and that and that, and this is really cool. Oh, we're starting to understand that. But then Mexico, it's all the craziness. You only went to one, which is Spain, Cabo Verde? Yo! Okay, Cabo Verde is insane. It's insane! I did not expect them to do everything they've done. And I am so proud of them. I'm so proud of all the little guys, I'm gonna be honest. Besides the Germany game, which was insane. It's crazy how well they've been doing. It's crazy how so many of them are actually like kind of holding their own. There's been so many ties that I didn't even expect happening. all the craziness. There's so much craziness. Honestly, it's one of those things that I'm very happy that a lot of people get to experience the Americas and realize like, oh, okay, it's actually pretty chill. Especially, okay, so I kind of got emotional about this the other day. I was talking to somebody and I was telling them about how proud I am because like Mexico, you often hear about being a dangerous place, but quite frankly, it's actually a very beautiful place as well. And I'm not gonna say like, oh, nothing bad ever happens, because like, I'll be honest, unfortunately, like, there is a lot of bad. I do know that when I was in Guadalajara especially, and I know it's worse in Mexico City, there were disappearance posters everywhere, because unfortunately there is a lot of violence there. But people are seeing that that doesn't necessarily mean that Mexicans themselves are that. Mexicans themselves have been very, very hospitable, and I really appreciate it. And it's one of those things where they're seeing the country that I love, not just the scary parts you hear in the news. It's very sad to hear. It is. It is a sad reality. It's not something that I'm going to pretend that does not happen, because unfortunately, it is something that's out there. There, unfortunately, is a lot of conflict. I'm not going to say there isn't. It's calmed down a lot right now during the World Cup, which is kind of hilarious. Of course, like, the violence is calm when, like, football is on. But I'm really proud of everybody showing how wonderful my culture is there. Junk, welcome in! Small buffer? I think that's on you. Yeah, it's the truth of it. I think nobody's more aware of it than Mexicans. We know how it is. We wish we didn't, but we know how it is, unfortunately. It is one of those situations where there is the truth of the matter, which is there's a lot going on. But there's also wonderful food. There's actually a lot of wonderful people. There's a lot of wonderful things. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say it is what it is, because I want my country to change. I want it to go for the better. I want it to be somewhere that people can come and visit without worry. Because it's a beautiful country. It has a lot of beautiful things. And I accept the fact that, like, right now it's not fully there. So I hope that we keep changing in a better direction, and I hope this helps. I hope this makes it realize that there's ways to make money without all that violence. Am I being probably a little optimistic? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get it. Okay, you get it. You get it. It saddens you when you see it. It does. I get it. I try not to get too sad about it, considering the fact that you can get kind of stuck in it. And I don't want to accept it for what it is, because quite frankly, I don't think it's acceptable. But I think this is a great step to show the world that that's not all that it is. All those scary things you hear about is not all that it is. Exactly! You want to push stuff that shows the love and the joy in the country, because honestly, like, there's a lot of that. I am not going to get into that junk. We are not going to go ahead and talk about politics, because that's a slippery slope. That's something that there's a lot of history, a lot of nuance there that I personally cannot cover properly. What I will say is, when it comes to all of that, it's important to be educated. Yeah, that's not to be mentioned. I'm only talking about unfortunate parts of Mexico more because of the situation of I can't ignore it for the World Cup. Why are you saying fuck Nacho Libre? Yeah, that's absolutely politics. But it's always everywhere. It absolutely is. It is, unfortunately. Including right now with the World Cup, but that's okay, that's okay. Because somehow Mexico's doing what Mexico does best. and saying, no, we're gonna do our own thing. You know what he did in the 90s? I will not have you slander my boy. Yeah, unfortunately that's how it goes. I am enjoying the fans. I'm not gonna say that it's without criticism, because quite frankly, like, there has not been a World Cup that's without criticism. But what I will say is that it's been wonderful to see every team enjoy themselves. What was the team that I got to see, like, I think it was Uruguay? And see them freak out at the fan fest, because I was watching the last part of the game at one of the fan fests, and there were a couple of them. This one, I'm going back to Mexico again. Yes. I still have one more game to go to. I will only be there for a few days, but I have this week to rest and recover. I'm gonna need it. Mexico's moving on to the next round. Yes, we don't know in what position yet, though. So Mexico for sure is going to be advancing. There is still the chance that it advances in second place. I am hoping it advances in first place. I don't know if I'm going to get any. I did have mole ranchero that was like by my family, which, what was it called? There was a term that my family that lives in Mexico City called it. I can't remember the term right now. Oh man. I'm trying to remember it. But it's not the mole that most people know. Chilangos? I mean, they... technically, they live outside of Mexico City, so they're not Chilangos. I think they're closer to Puebla. So I don't think... I'm not 100% sure. All I know is, like, it's one of those things where you kind of have family all over the place after a while. And you don't even know half the time how they're related. Yes, it's been so much... The food. Guys, the food. How's Japan doing this World Cup? They're becoming Mexican. Japan has been adopted by the Mexicans. So much so, they thanked us for cheering them. It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and advance. Mexico has adopted like so many countries. You might have to watch. I'm not sure if they're gonna have a good year. But yeah. Okay, so in case you guys don't know, this year the World Cup is bigger than usual. It's 48 instead of 36. Which means, currently, there's a lot of games. There's like 4 games. Actually, is it 6 games already? I'm not gonna lie, I took a break from like watching because I was watching nearly every game, and I kind of like, once I got home, I was too tired to follow along. I was like, I need a minute. Which by the way, traveling to like new cities I've never been to, because I just want to do that for fun, at the same time as watching every World Cup game, like 4 World Cup games a day. I have no idea how I was doing it. Oh my god, I was so tired. We love an underdog story. Look up Cabo Verde. Penguin, you gotta look up Cabo Verde. Holy shit, if you want an underdog story. Oh man. Yeah, the parties get huge. Well, apparently, Anubis, you say that. The reason why a lot of them were cheering them on, they were like, thank you for Dragon Ball. Oh my god, we were cheering them on because they gave us Dragon Ball. Oh. Oh yeah, there's some people. Okay, so some Japanese fans went viral for like riding in the back of a like pickup truck And they were saying about how they shouldn't do that, and it's like an embarrassment because like you're supposed to be respecting the country and everything. And all the Mexicans in the comments are like, that's fine. That's no big deal. Like, we do it. Like, is it illegal? Yeah, but like even the cops don't care. That's how it's been basically. And like, I think about my experience, which we rented what was it, 12-person car to go from my hometown to Guadalajara, because like we had a lot of people that were going. Now, it started with 12 people in the car. We knew not all of us were gonna fit. It started with 12 people in the car. It ended with like 19 of them, and there were like stools in front of the doors and everything. And so everyone's getting angry at the Japanese for being like embarrassing Japan while they travel and everything. And then here I am. And the cops are just like looking at him like, whatever. As there's 19 people in this car. There's like people stacked on top of people. Bar stools in front of me. It's just like exactly, it's a clown car. Exactly. Like, legally does it fit everybody? No. Physically? Absolutely. Like, it's fine. And like the cops are just like, whatever, because like it's so normalized. The only reason why I would say don't do it is because like it's dangerous. Like that's the bigger issue than anything. But as far as safety goes, as far as legality goes, like no one really cares. If there is something where you do something wrong and you're not supposed to, like, of course we'll like let you guys know, but I know for a fact the Mexicans driving it said, jump in the back, jump in the back. You do what you gotta do. It's not even you gotta do it. It's just one of those things like, like the amount of times that I've been in the back of a pickup truck in Mexico is ridiculous. And the only rule that like my family, especially because I was a kid, the only rule that like my family would put on me is don't sit on the edge. Because apparently like that's how unfortunately we lost someone in our family. They're like, just make sure you stay inside and don't go on the edge. But besides that, you're fine. It's okay. For real! ¡Súbete, güey! ¿Cómo que no hay espacio? ¡Muévete! And it's just fine. But like a lot of people, since they don't understand, they're like, no, you embarrassed us. Like, you have to make sure you respect the locals. And the locals are like, do it, man, you gotta do it. And then at the fan fest, they're like making entire towers of cups that look like conga lines, and they just like throw people over it. I think my favorite video of that is like there's a public safety announcement in the background. You just see this shit going on. I saw like Mexicans launching themselves off the bus station. Like there's like a little covering for the rain, and they just jump on there and they're just jumping off onto the people. I don't even want to talk about what was going on in the Minerva when like Mexico won. It's so much. You saw people in their comments from other countries. Yeah, because it's like one of those things where maybe it's not normal in Japan, and like I personally wouldn't do that if I was abroad, and I completely understand like, oh, you don't want to do that because like it makes us look bad. Mexico's kind of weird. I'll be 100% honest. What was it? Who was it? Who said it? I should know. Salvador Dali. Okay, so Salvador Dali actually said how he doesn't like Mexico because it's more surrealistic than his paintings. And I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, we kind of get a little bit rowdy. We kind of do weird things. The amount of Dr. Simis I've seen just partying it up. They're getting launched. There's like 20 of them together. There's been like dogs riding on cows to the stadium. There's been people riding on cows to the stadium. It's part of Mexico. And you don't question it. You don't question it in Mexico. Anywhere else, I would question this stuff. But like, Mexico? I saw one! Oh my god! Okay, so like, he did a little dance for me and everything and like sent a little heart. And I loved him so much. He's wonderful. Where would you park the cow? Honestly, that's the least of the concerns. I'm gonna be honest, that's the least of the concerns. Because there's like areas around that you can absolutely park it. I know for a fact there were so many like different locations near the stadium that was like, yeah, as long as you pay me, I don't care. I'll take care of your stuff. Like, you can put your car here. I don't care. Yeah, the man known for drawing extra-dimensional clocks that are melting. Yeah, he didn't like Mexico because Mexico was more surreal than his paintings. I mean, there's cows everywhere there. You could easily find a place. The stadium that like, where it's at, there's a lot of open areas nearby. So that itself isn't the issue. That's not the problem in the slightest. I'd be more concerned with somebody trying to drive the cow elsewhere afterwards, because like, he was decorated. He was decked out because he went to like the Mexico v Korea game, I believe. And like, he was decked out. So my bigger concern would be, what do you do afterwards? And like, there's been a lot of things going on in that city that are wild right now. And that's just one city. Did you see the people fighting with the construction cones? The ones where you like, they put them over the tired people. It's not even cones. It's like this round barrels. And then you put it on top and then they crash into each other. I didn't see it live, but I haven't seen it circle. I think that's actually in Mexico City. How much are the tickets inside the stadium? Are they as insane as the US? Like I mentioned, I got mine through a family member who works for a sponsor. So I can't really say how much they usually cost. What I did see resale tickets going for up to $10,000. I think they're more expensive in Mexico than they are in the US. You should absolutely post it in the Discord. It sounds like so much fun. Mexico! I think Mexico's the place to be for the World Cup this time. They have been hilarious. Yes, absolutely go for it. I am really excited. I don't know how much I'm going to see for Mexico City. There's a few things that I'm going to take advantage to sightsee. I know I didn't get to see as much as I wanted in Guadalajara for a few different reasons. One being like, first of all, I don't... Like, my family does not live in Guadalajara. We live nearby. Resale goes for 5 times more than that? Oh, I'm not talking about box tickets. I'm just talking about regular tickets. I didn't check any... I think there were no box available for resale for that game. It's crazy. But yeah, I didn't get to experience as much as I wanted to for that, just because, like, I was kind of out of there. Not only that, we weren't really there at night, because, like, the last bus for my town leaves more in the evening than at night. So we didn't want to deal with that at all. I will say, actually, I was there one day. And for those of you who are Mexican, you guys might not know the name. Mana was doing a free concert. I didn't go to the free concert because, like, I was coming back from Tequila. But the traffic was insane. And I absolutely did miss that bus. And at 10 p.m., I had to take a taxi to my town. Ticket sale box? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been insane. There's been a lot going on. It's rough. Yeah, but at the same time, like, it all worked out. What's it called? Type B fun? Is that what it's called? We're like, in the back, you're like, oh, okay, wasn't too bad. Thank you. I'll check it out after stream if that's okay. But yeah, that's what it was, where in the moment it's like stress. And we're like freaking out. Because I was taking a bus back from Tequila and we're like, oh, we're not gonna make it. So we tried to take a different route, which takes like direct buses. But it's kind of insane. Because like it was like the metro and the buses and everything. And we're going through there. There's so much traffic and there's so many people. And everyone's drunk. So in the moment, was it terrifying? And we were like, we're not gonna make it. Absolutely. Did we make it? Not at all. Was it all okay? 100%. It was fine. It all works out in the end. That's all that matters. It was a little bit more expensive because obviously like taxi versus like direct route bus, but like that's fine. It's not a big deal. It still was a lot of fun. Everyone's first stumbling around, just having a good time. Basically. But like, I'm really glad people get to enjoy it. Because I've had so many cousins that have not been able to experience the World Cup, and this is the first time. And I'm gonna say that like up front, like I've been very privileged to be able to experience more than one. And them seeing the joy and how wonderful it is has made me so happy. Okay, so that's another issue next. I have not had any good, like, there's been only Ado's unofficial song for Japan has been the only good World Cup song to come out of this one. There's been so many World Cup songs and they've all been from like horrible to mid, which is very disappointing. I don't know what's going on. I think Shakira's only came out because like it was clear that something else was needed, and even then, like, it's not bad. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it's okay. It's her weakest World Cup song. So I do find that hilarious. But yes, food! I didn't get to finish talking about food! Holy shit. I miss Mexican food so much. I didn't realize it until, like, every single day I went out and had a delicious meal that was affordable and nutritious and made me feel good, and I didn't have to make it. That was the best part. I could have that and not have to make it. And do I miss it so much? Like, I still remember that I was like next to a lake at one point having my fresh tortillas, which by the way I can't find here. Like, the shittiest tortillas better than like the best one here. And I was so happy. Having that with my bistec and like my guac and like everything. My little rice, making my little tacos, and I'm just like, oh. I'm happy here. Ado's song was very strong. Tortillas are so good. They were. Oh, I brought some. I haven't eaten them yet. They're like, I have 2 kilos worth of tortillas in my freezer. They're just sitting there. They're just waiting for me. But I'm like trying to think what I'm gonna make, and I'm probably overthinking it. The one thing I was not able to bring was a molcajete. Those can last you a while. You underestimate how much I like tortillas. I know the truth. I know they're gonna go by so quickly. What I probably will ask my mom is, because she's gonna return back to her hometown after the Mexico trip. Well, not after Mexico City trip. I might ask her to get more. I might say like, so could you get me a bit of that? Oh, I also have tamales! I have tamales de lote! Why didn't they let you bring a molcajete? I didn't have time to find one. And like, quite frankly, it's probably good that I didn't. Because it wouldn't have fit. Like, as is, I had to rearrange stuff because my luggage was overweight. And like, a molcajete is heavy. It's heavy. And I had, okay, so in my luggage, the reason why it was so heavy, I had a bottle of tequila, I had 5 bottles of liquor, I had tortillas, I had a couple of bags that were given to me, I had my World Cup mascots, I had so many different things. That's a mortal and pestle? Yes, it is a traditional mortal and pestle made by from volcanic rock. You know, invitas? Well, I mean, it's the World Cup. Everyone was invited. Oh. If it's stone, it would be. It's absolutely heavy. For mole, it's not just for mole. It's for a bunch of different sauces. So, I just want to be able to make my sauces again. I want to make them right. Because, like, obviously you can make it with other things. I'm not going to say, like, be like, oh, this is the only tool you need. No, but, like, you can grind it, like, grind sauces in it. Like, it's so delicious. And it does change up the flavor. I can't explain why. I can't tell you why. But, man. You think they haven't yet? They absolutely have! Okay, so the amount of things that I've seen the Koreans be forced to try. By the way, no one has tasted tacos yet, and I'm so happy for that. Because you're eating bits of stone. Damn. Delicious. More for... Okay, but that's like thicker stuff. That's for making paste more than anything. Or powders. Not for like the amount that I'm trying to get. They did it? They were eating everything except for that? Stones over micro... You know what? Maybe that's it. Oh, in case you guys don't know, there was a research that like tamarind actually helps reduce the microplastics in your body. And obviously probably needs more studies because like there's only been one and that was their findings. Or at least one that I have found. You should absolutely check that out and apparently eat tamarind, which is great for me because, like, I love tamarind candy. Like, tamarind candy is great if you haven't tried it. Tamarind. Tamarindo. So, okay, so what it was saying is that it, like, absorbs to it and it helps your body eliminate it. So, I'm not 100% sure. But, like... Oh, just have some. Pulparindo are delicious. What do you mean you gotta try? Oh, making. I have to make it? Please, please. Let me just, like... Let me buy it from the store. Do you know how much Mexican food I have to make already? I have nothing here! I can't do it. I can't make pulparindo from scratch. That's like where I draw the line. I can actually find that I'm not making that from scratch. Oh my god. No. As is. I'm just happy I can find some things. You make it. You do that. You have fun with that. I'm not doing that. You helped your sister make some? I'm glad. I hope you guys have a great bonding time. Because I'm never doing that. I'm never touching that. I'm just gonna enjoy the, like, pre-made stuff. I know, Besh. I'm out here streaming. We streaming again. Nah. I'm just a little guy. I'll be honest. I don't know if I've had it. I know I tried... I think I've had it as a kid. I've always... Okay, look, man. Mexican Coke. That's been my shit. And I committed to it. The little autist in me went then like, that's mine. Tamarind is delicious. I would recommend it. No, I have not had that. Damn, Dan Ren, are you calling me fat? Have I tried the sauce made with tamarindo already? Which sauce? There's a few different ones I can think of. What are you talking about? Oh, I forgot another thing that I brought. I brought Bechamoy. Manzanita Sol. I don't know. I have a Manzanita Sol with, and I was there this time. Yes, I returned for a bit. Okay, so here how the week is gonna look most likely. I will likely be streaming if I can, because I know like the client has been like acting up. If I'm able to stream Arknights, I will stream Arknights for like Thursday and Friday. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Mexico game. You guys are on your own. I'm drinking. You guys are absolutely on your own. So, I will abandon you guys tomorrow, but I will make it up by streaming on Thursday. Thursday and Friday, I will try to stream Arknights. An emphasis on try, because like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the client up, which I really hope so, because it's TT's event. And then Saturday, I gotta pack again, because Sunday I leave. Exactly, I gotta get my milk and cigs. Ooh, okay, Anubis. Oh, absolutely, it has to be from the glass bottle. You cannot get it from the normal one. Oop, be safe, friend. You be drinking me? That's fine, that's fine! Mexico's gonna be played! I'll probably be like messaging in the server and like talking about it. But I did, okay, so like, maybe this sounds really dumb, but it's one of those things where, for me, like the games and everything kind of became a little bit of an intimate thing where friends and family, it's what you share it with. And as much as I do want to stream it, it is, I'm being a little bit selfish. I'm being like, kind of like I was with Arknights. I don't want to share it with you guys yet. It sounds so mean. It sounds so mean. But I'm scared to share it, if that makes sense. So I think this time I'm gonna like keep it on my own, and maybe eventually I'll like stream maybe a couple of them. You gotta work during the game? Who did that to you? Ew. That's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should burn the place down. Get yourself a michelada for me? No, no, no. I brought this like coconut liquor back from Mexico. So I'm gonna put that in a Mexican Coke with some like lime and lemon and do that. Imagine the story of Arknights if that happened in Mexico. I mean, Bolivia is... or Bolivar is... in Latin America. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm being a shellfish. I'm sorry, guys. Good! I'm glad that you get the games put on there. Oh, no, no. I don't think there's gonna be any spoilers. I'm only gonna be doing 2 days of it before I leave again, because I didn't finish that line of thought. I apologize. But I'll be gone for, like... a little bit more than half a week. And then I have to recover again. I'm not gonna lie. When I got back from my trip, I was so exhausted. Like, I think I slept most of the time. And then I was just rotting in a chair for like the most of the other one, because like, my body was so angry at me. It's like, how could you do this to me? But it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. You gotta get to work? That's okay. Thank you for stopping by, Besh. Hopefully I will see you on Thursday, and if I don't, I'll see you soon. Be safe, please. Good luck at work. I want to say enjoy work, but good luck at work. You're planning to stay for 3 months? If you can... Yes. Enjoy it. Relax. You see, that's the downside of like visiting family for like only a week, because I don't even see everybody. But like, I went to parties for my family. I got to like, they were taking me out. It was constantly going out. And it was just like, okay, I need to do this on this day. I need to do this on this day. I need to do this on this day. And like, you also have to take care of like some matters. So for example, I wanted to make sure to take care of my grandmother's house now that she's not there anymore. So we had to like deep clean it. We had to organize it. We had to fix a lot of things. We were helping family with other things because like they help us with some things in Mexico. We help them with some things in the US. Taylor, welcome in. You wake up early. I apologize. Well, sleep well and then go look at work. But because of that, that made me incredibly busy. And it's a shame because I would love to go back and just relax and just like rest. I think the last time I was able to do that was when I was having a bunch of medical tests. Thankfully, okay, so I've never had that issue. But not for the reason that like you would think where it's like, oh man, your family must be so kind. No, my mom like loads up suitcase. I didn't go in with the suitcase. I did not go in with the suitcase. It's more like, tell me what you want. We'll bring it. So we had like 3 suitcases full of stuff that were not from like us. It was just for family. How many do you have to ship back? Nothing. I brought it all. The only thing I was missing was my molcajete, which I might like see if I can buy in Mexico City. Or like see if my family in Puebla might be able to like get some for me. But by some miracle, I had nothing that I had to ship back. And I say miracle because, oh my god. I brought stuff from the World Cup. I brought both official and unofficial jerseys. I brought so many drinks. Like I said, like all that I was missing was my molcajete. But everything else was great. So the molcajete isn't an issue as long as you document it. You cannot have it as a carry-on because the little rock you use to break everything up can technically be used as a weapon, and I get it. I guess technically you could launch it at someone, and I'm sure someone out there has launched it at someone. But I wouldn't. They're basically clubs, yes. It's one of those things, like, one person ruined it for all of us. I'm sure they did. Molcajete stream when I buy my molcajete. I might see, like, I have to ask my mom, but since she's going back to, and so, like, I might need somebody to remind me, like, one of you remind me, but I may need to, like, text my mom and be like, hey, so when you go back, can you, like, bring me one? And it will depend whether or not she has checked in luggage, and I'm hoping. Can you buy it already? It's expensive here! I want it! I didn't get to. I was gonna stop by the shop, and I just didn't get to. So, literally what happened, I got home at like midnight. Still had not packed. And I was like, okay, I have to pack because we're leaving like first thing in the morning for Guadalajara. And from Guadalajara, like, I'll explain a bit more. So I just like shoved everything into suitcases, took it. We dropped it off at the hotel we're staying at after we had lunch with family and everything. Went to the game. In case you don't know, at the stadium, there's a bunch of things to do. Like, there's little games, there's food, there's like a lot of things to see. There's stores, and like, I'll be honest, the stores aren't worth it. I will complain about the stores in a minute. And then you go into the game and you're like celebrating, you're partying with everybody, and then the game itself happens, and then you leave and you're like partying and celebrating with everybody, and then driving out of the stadium like a regular stadium is a headache. And we finally made it back at like midnight again. Shower, actually pack well. I had a 2-hour nap and then I like went to the airport. And that's why I was like, oh, I was planning to get a molcajete the day before or that day, and like that did not happen. It's just a piece of stone. Tejolete? I think the difference is the rock. It's volcanic rock. Became that. What do you mean by that? But, as far as the story, okay, so like, I'm gonna complain one more thing about the World Cup, because this one really pissed me off. So, in the actual, like, stadiums, you have FIFA fan stores. And it's an entire pop-up store, and it sells, like, official FIFA merch and everything. So that's where I got like my little plushies of all like of Zayu, Clutch, and Maple, which are the 3 official mascots. My only issue with it is they did not put fans or anything in there, which for me was hell, because like it was an hour of walking in a line and like you're like sweating, dripping sweat. It's horrible. But that wasn't my main issue. My issue is the people themselves who were working there had to be there from like 1 p.m. to midnight in that heat, and I felt so bad for it. Like, all of them are struggling. It's super hot in this tent. There's like no relief, and they couldn't put any fans for them. Not even behind the counter. It's like, I would have understood if it was like, oh, there's only enough for behind the counter so that way like our employees can get some. But they didn't even get that, and that did bother me. Yeah, they are satisfied with Mocha hit this, which is wonderful. Tongyesen, oh, I'm fulfilling the destiny. It is kind of funny though, because as you guys can see, I'm very pale. I have some weird tan lines. I have some weird tan lines right now from like the jersey and from like my watch and everything. Straight up cook. Yes, it was horrible. It pissed me off. That was my only issue with the fans. Like the fan, well, that and the prices, but like that's FIFA for you. But this is where we're at, man. I actually look Mexican right now. Very light-skinned, but I actually look Mexican right now. Man, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have been doing well, by the way. I've been yapping all about this, but... How are you pale? Mexicans cover them in every shade. It sounds weird, but like we come as light as they do. I mean, güero is güera is a thing where it basically just means pale. I wear sunscreen. What do you mean? Sunscreen's a thing. It was one of those situations where I didn't put as much sunscreen as I should. And that's why right now I have my tan lines. Your impression is that you're outdoor a lot? I am when I can be. I will say I'm usually outdoor when the UV is low. I try not to be outdoors when the UV is high, and this time I had like no choice. Aya, welcome in! Nah, I go outside. I do go outside. I probably don't go outside as much as you think, Chunk, but I do go outside. Oh, that's another thing. Okay, so I stopped by my mom's house in the US first. And then like together I went with her and everything. And whenever I do, my favorite thing is she buys things on sale, which is horrible. Like she buys things on sale just so like maybe somebody will want it. And it's a good thing and a bad thing because like it just stays in her house for a long time. But it's a good thing because when I find something I want, I get excited. And I got this like pool floaty hammock thing that I'm so excited for. And I haven't been able to use it yet because I've been dying for a minute. But now it's mine and I'm so happy. I also got this like blanket thing that you could put your arms through. It has like a Winnie the Pooh hood and it makes me so happy. So there's a few other things that I took that were not FIFA related, that were not the World Cup related, that also took up a lot of space. That Marvel history ain't lying. I did that at night. I did that in the middle of the night. It's fine. Am I saying that like all I do is go outside? No, absolutely not. But I did that. What do you want me to do? Go outside when like nothing's happening in the middle of the night? No, but do go outside and touch grass. Talking about that, My ducks. My ducks are wonderful. I miss them so much. It is kind of funny. Because, like, obviously when you go to Mexico, the entire thing is about your future and everything. And they're like, oh, like kids and all of that. And I'm like, no, no, no. I got my ducks. We're not going down that route. I got my ducks. I don't need that. So I got to enjoy just talking about all the wildlife that I have and how fulfilled I am with that. And they're just staring at me like, but a family. And I'm like, nah, nah, nah. I got my ducks. I got my, like, I have a rabbit right now, guys. I have a rabbit. And then they're like, there's duck eggs. And I have all my different types of birds. And like all my reptiles. You've always wanted a pet duck? Well, like, if you adopt all the wildlife, you can have 50 of them. That's what they don't tell you. It's absolutely legal. What are they gonna do? Tell you not to? They can't. It's so much. It's so much. They're full of whimsy. They're silly little guys. One of the, like, white ducks is just completely filthy right now. And he cracks me up. And, oh, man. So, for those of you who don't know, my first duck that, like, I quote-unquote adopted here, his name is Goose. And Goose gets kind of bullied. So, I got to see Goose, and he, like, approaches me because he knows me. So he just comes up to me and, like, because I protect him from the other ducks whenever he's eating. I put his little pile and he runs up and he was so happy to see me. You live quite a life. I go to my own beating drum, I'll just say that. It's basically a zoo now. Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. There are, like, a bunch of different animals that see me and just approach. Nah, Goose doesn't care. Goose doesn't care. I love Goose so much. But yeah, he's been, like, hopping around. And I'll protect him. And he, like, trusts me. He will... I have never seen him approach another neighbor or anything like that. But he will see me. And he will come running to me, and it makes me so happy. I actually, before I left, I got one of them to eat out of my hand. And I don't think I brought that up with you guys. I don't know if this was like before or after stream. Things have been kind of crazy, like I mentioned. Like, I've been gone. I don't know how long I've been gone. Like a week and a half, too. I don't know how long it's been. But it's been a blur. All I know is that, like, I've bonded with those ducks. No. So I am currently calling it Carrot Cake. And I think there might be a nest nearby. But he or she lives in my bushes. And they officially accepted the contract. In case you guys don't know what the contract is once an animal eats any food that, like, I put out there, they now are mine. That is the contract. I will take care of them. I will protect them. But officially, in my mind, they are mine. So, Carrot Cake has eaten from the duck pile, which is a bunch of duck feed that, like, has seeds and all those other things. He sprawled out and just vibed. So, now, Carrot Cake is officially mine. And I'm so happy. I am so happy. There was an entire turtle arc that I don't think I brought up. But we had a little turtle arc. We've had everything. You see, that's also how we get you guys. More sinners join because they eat out of the pile. In case you guys didn't know, you guys get drugged there. Man. I really like my life. Because it is really nice when everyone's approaching me and being like, So, your future, huh? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm happy. I have all this. They're like, aren't you worried about this and this and this? And I'm like, I got ducks! I have my ducks! I'm so happy! I have my ducks. I have like all the doves that follow. I have like a little bit of everything, and I start showing them pictures, and they always look at me like, but a family. And I'm like, nah, ducks! When you get into murder, I have started to like lure some of them, but I've only been able to get 1 or 2. I'm okay with that. I think, okay, so you know what? Like, I think the neighbors already know me as the crazy duck lady. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but like 1 is better than nothing. And I am living a great life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy. And it's great. But 1 is things. That being said, remember, as long as you are legally allowed to, and I'm gonna say that just in case of any issues, you absolutely can go out there and adopt the local wildlife. I understand why so many old ladies just feed birds. That's a cute name. But yeah, I can like 100% understand why. Because I go out there and I'm just vibing. And I've been like reading my books, just laying out there and just seeing them enjoy their food. I can hear them when I'm cooking, where I can just hear them outside, because like they'll go outside and just go wah, 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 wah. You can, but should you? Depends on the type of bird, I'll say that much. There are some birds that I don't recommend feeding, but I mean, like the easiest thing you can do is put a hummingbird thing. Mr. Gus friend. What are you talking about? Did somebody come in and not alert me? Oh, you guys reminded me. So, in my hometown in Mexico, there is, and this part's unfortunate, she is homeless because like she was a foreigner and like her husband stole all her money, but she's taken care of by the people. She's been offered home, she just refused it. But she has a bunch of chickens that she like walks around in a stroller, and at night she like releases them and they just sleep next to her. What do you mean you have an owl pet? You can't just drop that and not say it. What do you mean you have an owl pet? Oh, he's from Breaking Bad. They're absolutely cool. How did you get an owl as a pet? I have wanted one, but unfortunately there's a lot of legalities here. Yeah, Punchy loves owls. Give it to him. They're really neat. They're kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. They're very dumb. They're so cool. Basically free. Silly little guys. I love owls so much. They're so good. I don't know if I've seen one here. I do know. I think the last time... Yeah, the last time I saw one, which is going to be a magical moment, and I think I've talked about it. I was working for the Mouse at the time, and like the fireworks were going on. I believe it was the like New Year's fireworks. And I was out in an area that like has a lake, and as the fireworks are going on all around me, I see an owl fly from underneath a tree, nearly touch the water, and like fly into the island that's like across the lake. And I think like that's been one of the most magical moments of my life, where it's just you have this moment where Disney is known for like all their like magical moments where they're making the music and the fireworks go like wonderfully together, but on top of that you have this like wild creature just going. Did you just toss owl pellets in a litter box or something? I will have to see that. But yeah, that's been like one of my favorite moments. What's up? Check pets? Okay, okay. Holy shit! Gotta take care of that guy. You gotta take care of that guy. Oh my god. What is his name? What is his name? His legs are so long. He's so lanky. I love him so much. What is his name? Please, please tell me. Tell me. I love him so much. You know what? Making a Discord was like worth it just for this moment. What do you mean no name? Name it. Name it. Name it. Then give him to me. Oh, they have like really long feet. He's so cute. Look at those claws. Look at those claws. What? Welcome in, Hecatoes. What do you mean? He's so good. Oh my god. You gotta name him. He's violent? Then name him Violent! Yeah, exactly! I mean, it's an owl! What did you expect? He deserves to be violent. You call him Satan? Oh, I love him! Knowing me, I would have probably like named him something stupid like Marshmallow. You be so brash! You can be so brash! You know, you can train them. Because, I mean, falconry, owls are using falconry as well. They're not usually mentioned, especially after Harry Potter. But you can teach them how to do falconry. If you want to start a new sport. Satan the barn owl. He's so good. He's so cute, man. I think that's just called autism. Welcome to the club, man! You can do what I do. And just hyperfixate and talk about animals like we are right now. I don't think... I'm not sure if they are part of the raptor family. They are a bird of prey. Yeah, they're not part of the same evolutionary order as hawks and eagles. Or falcons, even. They have their own. But they are birds of prey. In case you guys haven't been playing, there is an entire game called Metazua that basically goes on to the taxonomy of like animals, and there's also Metaflora, which is for plants. And I've been playing that to learn more about like different species and everything. I highly recommend it. I've been waiting for owl to be the like one of the answers. I've been waiting for it. You know a bunch of plain facts? Look, man! Planes and trains, like both of those are very interchangeable with autism. He's only 3 months old? Like, he looked young. Maybe it's just a picture, but like, he's pretty big for a hatchling. Well, I guess it's not a hatchling anymore, but he's pretty big. You said another one? He's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, he is very big for his age. I do love how he's like half naked, if that makes sense. Where he's still getting his feathers in. That cracks me up. He's such a... You gotta name him! Okay, so... I was indifferent to planes for a long time. Did not care one way or another for them. And then my plane got hit by lightning once. I think it was lightning. And then like it just dropped 200 feet. Or was it a gust of... It was something like gust of wind or lightning or something. And then I no longer liked them. And now I fly and I have to remind myself that's not gonna happen again. But I still fly. Well, yeah, like, you should have an enclosure. You should build an enclosure for it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna get crazier as time goes on. And you do not want that all over you. Your brother's insane. Build an enclosure for it. How does your friend have so many owls? Why is this a thing? What? I think, you're gonna get punchy to immigrate to your country. Just to get an owl? That's insane. He's so cute though. You gotta name him! Honestly, you could just name him Silver Ash. And no one would know. His little butt feathers are coming in. He's so cute. He's adorable, by the way. I'm making feet on my enemies. He's so cute. Is he bald on top right now? Or is it just the picture making him look bald? I love him so much. Mbappe. Ronaldo isn't doing well this right now. Or Haaland. Could do like Mbappe or Haaland, but like Ronaldo. I'll say this much. Ronaldo at least is like a team player. And I do appreciate that. Tilops is also a good one. He's such a good little guy. Lich, welcome in! Hey, look, man, I'm excited. I think he means after a soccer player. Look, as long as it's not FIFA's pet, and we all know who that is. Or at least we all should know who that is. As long as it's not the favorite pet, that's fine. You can name him after that. I don't mind. I think that's a good name. I do love all the Haaland memes that I've been seeing talking about, like, FIFA players. you mean? Yeah, it takes a lot of patience though. Like, you got a bird of prey. Like it or not, you have a bird of prey, and they like any other exotic pet, require a lot of attention. Which is good and bad, because I don't think everybody should have one. And you should have like that commitment if you're gonna have them. But at the same time, some people get them regardless of that. So take good care of them. Dude, he's an absolute unit. He's insane. Did you see him chasing, like, was it the Iraq players? Like, it's insane. Also, all his, like, facial features. I saw somebody say that Holland plays like their 5-year-old daughter, but like not in a bad way, where like his form and everything never advanced, but he made it work. If that does happen, just try to go ahead and communicate with them. Communicate properly, be like, sorry man, this is a misunderstanding. But that's like all you can do. Oh, that's normal for any animal. So whenever you move an animal from any location to another, this can include dogs as well. This isn't just like wild animals. They can become too stressed to eat. And honestly, this could go on for a while. I know for snakes, it can happen for weeks on end. He's gonna keep doing it. You gotta build an enclosure. You now have a pet owl. You gotta build an enclosure, man. Yeah, stress is one of those things. Whenever an animal is stressed, and I mean, humans too, eating is not guaranteed. So, that's pretty normal. Don't be shocked if that happens. Yeah. That'll happen. I know Geeky, when we like we're moving into the house, me and Sindog had no problem, but like she was like, nah, we're not doing this right now. King, welcome in. I mean, it depends on how it was written. I can't tell you whether or not it'd be bad in general. It just depends how it's written. Okay. Sindog. I could not get her to, like, go to the restroom for days when on the road. But food was never the problem. That dog, no problem eating. She will hold it before she, like, holds her hunger. Which, horrible for its own reasons. But a stressed animal is ridiculous. No, Sindog's okay. Currently what we're talking about is how when, like, animals are stressed, they are likely not to eat. When I moved her, well, I moved everybody, all my pets, she was very stressed because, like, she was stuck in a car with, like, very little area. So that's what we're talking about. YouTube, use YouTube, man. If no one will teach you, use YouTube. That's the best thing for learning anything, to be honest. Or trying to learn anything. But yeah, Sindog's all good. She's a silly little guy. She quickly got adapted. How many sim pets are there? Are we including the wild ones or are we including the, like, normal ones? Normal one, there's only 2. Normal ones, there's Sin Dog and Gigi. I didn't move any of the wild animals because, like, back where I was living, I didn't really adopt any wild animals. Welcome back! I will not get a pet alligator. We're not doing that. If you want to know why we don't do that, just check out Snake Discovery. But yeah, that's where we're at. Oof, the AC went out. Ethan, welcome in! I'm gonna have to play that song now. Thanks, Nathan. You got this, man. You got this. What about a pet fish? I had goldfish at one point, but I will be honest, I did not know how to properly care for them. And I'll say that because they need 20 gallons per fish. God, no, Taylor! That's a cursed line of thought! We're not doing that one. But besides that, I do want to eventually get an aquarium and properly learn how to treat it and everything. And have it running for like a few months so I can eventually get a jellyfish. I'm also considering axolotl. Why do you want to become a sin pet? I want to say no because he called me Kamiyoshi. I'm not gonna lie. You've been sleeping really late? Those are cute. I absolutely could. Also, Aethel, it's time to do the maneuver. Just don't sleep. No, you can go ahead and ask. I'm joking. Go ahead and ask. Go ahead and, like, not sleep for 24 hours. Just push it till the next day. That's the solution. Dude, they're so cute. Oh, talking about axolotls. So in case you guys don't know, the Mexican Peso for like a while had axolotls. So I was able to get a couple of those builds. And like now I have a couple of them. And then like I found a magnet that is the bill. But it's just like obviously a magnet. So that's on my fridge. So there's axolotls everywhere. And I'm so happy. I want an axolotl so bad. They're so cute. I want a little black one. I don't know what I'm gonna name him yet. So, it's funny you actually mentioned that, Red. When I went to the tequila a few days ago, I did a distillery tour. And I got to try every single type of aged tequila, because in case you guys don't know, there's like different ages and they taste different depending on how old they are. So I got to try that. I did get to try some other liquors. I did find out that I could hold my liquor better than my mom, which is very, very funny. I did not expect that because, like, I don't drink often. But, like, I got to try different ones. I do have a bottle of tequila that my cousins gifted me. That's currently in my kitchen. Also, Nathan, unfortunately, I cannot name it Inky. I had a pet rat named Inky. So I can't do that. What I probably would do... I'd probably call it something stupid. And make it super edgy, like Cyanide or something. My little guy. Pinky? No, Inky. Like, his full name was Inkblot. But like, I just called him Inky. Vulcan, then? Wait, removing your gallbladder, like, gives you a faster buzz? You're suggesting Pinky, but like it's gonna be a black one. Is that why it's Blinky? I don't know what I'd name it yet. I think I'd have to go through the list. Maybe like next time I get a pet, I'll go and be like, hey guys, you guys can help me. Why Clyde? We're clearly talking about Axolot. What are you talking about? Mudkip is a strong name for it. Oh! That's the Pac-Man ghost. New pet? I eventually want to get an axolotl. I unfortunately can't due to my lease agreement right now. But I eventually would like to get an axolotl. That, and then like my moon jellyfish. Could you imagine like a little mini aquarium room? Jared, welcome in! I could. I could get a female one and name it Xochitl. Mictlan? Oh, I actually, okay, so what is it called? I tried an alcohol that I had never had before. Also, there we go, the like tracking. Ricea, I think? I think it's Ricea. Yeah. Okay, so I had Ricea, which is like similar to tequila or mezcal in a drink that was like called the Mictlan. And I had that. And I'm just gonna say it in English. I had like marigold. And what else was it? I want to say it was Lima that I had in it. But I had that, and then like they gave me a prickly pear because I could not find any, and they're like, yeah, here, you can have one from the bar. And I was vibing. And it had like melted sugar on it, and it was so good. Oh, that might be it. It might be one of the, I don't know, man. I still got my gallbladder. I couldn't tell you. Axolotls are, yeah, they're salamanders that haven't gone to that stage. But typically they don't become salamanders unless they get stressed. Cuauhtémoc? I would just think about Cuauhtémoc Blanco, though. That's the thing. I can't name him Cuauhtémoc. Oh! You might actually get alcohol soon? No, not him! I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, there's a few different ones. Chichiculote? I feel like that's a trap. It looks like it's a shorebird. Yeah, it's a type of shorebird from the looks of it. Yeah, but you have to remember, like, these names are still used in Mexico, so, like, they're gonna be associated with other things at this point. No, you're good. I don't mind you asking. It actually makes me really happy. It sounds silly, because, like, in case you guys don't know, there are some words from Nahuatl that are used in, like, everyday life. But Mexico has the most. So I can't remember what the term is that a lot of South Americans use for avocado, but like aguacate comes from aguacate, which is really cool. Like, even again, I'm not gonna, like, say the town name, but, like, the towns that, like, are near my town and my hometown are all in Nahuatl. I mean, even tequila comes from Nahuatl. Now you're curious how alcohol tastes like? It depends on the type of alcohol. And I'll be honest, I don't like pure spirits, if I'm gonna be honest. I think the one that's been easiest for me to take is, like, young or white tequila. Mostly because you take the lemon and the salt first, and then you just... rum is very easy. Like, I think rum is the best tasting one for me. But mixed drinks is the way to go. Yeah, I think naming this after something related to Mexico would be very nice. But I have to look into it. Yeah. I think honoring them would be really nice that way. You don't drink, so you never understand it. I used to not drink, so I completely get that. Truth is, you can have mocktails. Okay, here's the thing. You can have mocktails and they'll taste exactly the same. The biggest thing about alcohol is there's a slight burn. Oh. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess if you want to get buzzed faster, get your gallbladder removed. Yeah, I've never been drunk, if I'm gonna be honest. I have never pushed myself to that level. Tipsy, absolutely. I'm not gonna lie, I've been tipsy. Especially when I first started drinking. But for some reason, I can hold my alcohol well, apparently. What do you mean by bathtub spirits? Are you talking about, like, oh, what's it called? Moonshine and stuff? Look, man, I don't know enough about alcohol to be like, oh, it's this. I know a lot about tequila and mezcal because I know how to, like, make it. Because, like, tequila comes from my home state. And mezcal, I learned how to do that a while ago. Oh god, yeah, you gotta be careful with that thing because that can absolutely, like, they're not joking when it can make you blind, which it is kind of funny because I was curious as to how that worked, but I never looked into it. However, now I know, and I actually know thanks to the entire tequila making process. You can't have tequila when it first ferments because it can make you blind because of all the impurities. Portuguese moonshine? Ooh. Yeah, hooch is a wild thing if you're not careful about it. And I didn't understand why. And it's because it hasn't been distilled properly. And it's not the high alcohol content. I figured it was a high alcohol content. But no, it's all the impurities. Because in case you guys don't know, like, and I'm sure most people know this by now, alcohol is a poison. So, alcohol is you dosing a poison, which is why obviously you can die from too much alcohol in your system. And you're basically just dealing with the side effects of being slightly poisoned, which is kind of hilarious in a way. That, like, yeah, of course humans would be like, oh, I'm gonna microdose this poison to, like, see the effects of it. And it is crazy to see, like, oh, if you don't do it right, yeah, you just go blind. It made you never drink again? Yeah, oh, I see. I would not recommend mixing caffeine with alcohol. Well, I'll say this much. Because technically I have. Because I like, as the Mexican I am, my Coca-Cola and like alcohol. So like rum and Coke, delicious. I brought this coconut liquor that I've been really enjoying it. I tried it with a bit of Coke. With like a little bit of lemon and lime. Delicious, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Like rum and Coke, absolute classic. Red Bull and alcohol? That's where it gets a little dangerous. It breaks down your stomach and a chemical that causes hangovers. No, anything can cause a hangover. Like just drink water. I like the same way that I've never been drunk. I've never had a hangover. You can have a heart attack. You absolutely can. Oh, it's really dangerous. Red Bull and vodka is absolutely a thing that people do, but it is absolutely dangerous. It increases how hard it is on your body. Yeah, it's very common. I don't recommend it. If I can't remember why, but if I remember correctly, it's one because one's an upper, one's a downer. And it really messes with your body. I know for a fact that I'm not supposed to do that at all, especially considering the fact that, like, I'll be honest, I'm supposed to be careful with alcohol and caffeine. So I definitely like it because of my medications. I'm never gonna try it. It's already bad for, like, healthy people. If you're on any medications, definitely don't do it. Yeah, they fuck with each other. I don't recommend doing it. They're really bad for you. The younger you are, the less likely you are of complications. But it is probably the worst thing you can drink. It is horrendous. Like, you are better off just drinking normal alcohol. It's really, really bad for your body, and especially your heart. Good thing you're the young age of years old. He's 50, guys. Don't let him lie to you. Ooh, head full of pills and vodka! Oh, man. Yeah, man. Totally, totally. Oh, God. Yeah, so I actually found that out recently. I found out that I'm not supposed to be drinking caffeine as is. And, like, caffeine, I'm not gonna lie, I still have caffeine. But I'm not supposed to have it because it can make one of my medications stronger. And make it so I don't wake up. So I'm supposed to be careful about that. Am I still drinking caffeine? Perhaps. Perhaps a little bit. Yeah, caffeine is so normal! Bruh, look, man. I'm fine so far. Look, man, I'm addicted to Coke, okay? Okay, wait, that sounds bad. I'm addicted to Coca-Cola. I have to, like, make sure I say that because, like, the other one is much worse. So... for that reason... No! No! Effing bad! Stop taking your meds. Problem solved. To be fair, the doctor, they warned me about a lot of things. And to be fair, like, he said, like, oh, you probably can't drink or anything, but, like, every now and then is fine. Get to the chopper. Yeah, grapefruit you have to be careful about. Because, like, that can really mess up with your... There's a lot of foods and, like, drug interactions. It's crazy. But no one really thinks about caffeine, despite the fact that, like, caffeine is a chemical. It technically is a drug. And you have to be careful with that. And a lot of people don't consider it. So it's like, huh. Definitely should not get like an energy drink. Was wondering why some coffee drinks sometimes make me very, very sleepy. Now I know why! Oh god. Oh god. Panda, welcome in! Oh, you can absolutely get addicted to caffeine. It's not... So, the advantage of getting addicted to caffeine versus a hard drug is that withdrawal is much easier. But you can absolutely get addicted to that. I am tired, but good. I am happy to sleep in my own bed, I'll say that much. It is really nice to be able to catch up with friends and everything. Because, like, as great as it was seeing my family, I can microdose them, that's it. You just got off of work? Welcome home, man. Oh yeah, you'll get, like, some bad headaches. But, like, it'll go away quickly. Yeah, and it probably won't kill you. Good, enjoy it. Relax. You made it. Before your job calls you back in, because every single time they ask for, like, you to go in on your time off, for some reason you do it. And I'm calling you out right now. I am trying to think what I need to do this week. Because I'll have a few more days where it's back to, like, rushing around. So I'm trying to enjoy it. To be jobless, you enjoy it until the money runs out. That wasn't called for? You've called me out for worse! Actually, for, like, less. But still! You deserve it. I'm gonna call you out until you learn how to say no. Until you learn how to rest and you're like, nah. Not today. I'm gonna relax today. Because you don't know how to do that! When did you do that? I think you tried to when you were streaming. And then you just got bullied by everyone in your chat. Which is the funniest thing I've seen. Oh. Trying to be mean to somebody and immediately everyone just jumped on you. Okay, here's the thing. I have type 2 fun when I'm on vacation with my mom. Because my mom will set you on a death march. Like, you will do a bunch of things and barely have any time to relax. Type 2 fun? Type 2 fun is where it's not fun in the moment, but it's fun afterwards. That's type 2 fun. Where, like, in the moment, you're like, why am I doing this? But it, like, when you're looking back on it, you're like, oh no, that was pretty fun. It's fine. It's fine. So, that's kind of how traveling with my mom is. She tries to get the most out of her money. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I completely understand, like, traveling is expensive. You want to make sure you get your money's worth. Her knowing how to relax, that's not how you get your money's worth. You're not there to relax. You're there to, like, see everything you can. To figure out as much of what's going on in the area. And then you leave. And then you look back and you're like, oh man, I got to see this and that. And, like, I learned so much. But in the moment, it's a death march. It's a death march. I'm, like, dying. Like, right now, I'm covered in bruises. I look like someone beats me. Because of all the, like, transportation and bumpy roads and everything. My legs are covered in bruises. There's a couple of them in my arms from people, like, crashing into me. If somebody pulled me off the stream and were like, hey, so like, is everything okay at home? I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. Like, they would not believe me. But like, it was fun. What a vision. You have no idea. Oh no. You got challenged by... Aetho, you just reminded me something. There's been a tragedy that's occurred. I can handle spice better than most Mexicans. It's a tragedy. It's horrible. My cousins like gave me food and they're like, careful, it's spicy. And like, my aunts and other cousins were like dying. And I just had it and I was like, no, it's not. And then I was like, maybe I didn't get a spicy one. And then I tried somebody else's plate and they're just looking at me like, what? It's not spicy to you? And I've never been more devastated. I love spicy things, but like, I'm becoming more immune. I need to go to get the things that are like spicy, but not flavorful anymore, if you know what I'm talking about. Ugh. Taylor, also, I respect that. The like 2/3 doing stuff, 1/3 relaxing. I think that's a reason why I want to travel with friends so badly. It's because like, they're not gonna put me on a death march, to be fair. Last time she did, not last time, but like one of the few times she put me on a death march, I was like, okay, fine, but I gotta pick one thing. And I did make her climb a mountain. And we're not talking about like a little mountain. And she wanted to kill me. So, maybe she's not the only one who put someone on death march. You love spicy food, you need to be able to eat anything even spicy. I get it, And it's so hard because like once you get used to it, it's horrible. Oh, Anubis, no. It's a nightmare. Like, they gave us this caldo de camarón at one of these restaurants. And everyone was like, oh, no spicy. And not, we don't want any spice because, like, this place makes it spicy. And I just drank it and I was like, this isn't spicy. What are you talking about? And they, like, that was another food that I realized, oh no, I can handle my spice. And then like at this other place, I put on this like hot salsa. And it was not spicy. And I was like, okay, I'll just put on more. And then my aunt just looks over to me and she's like, huh, you are Mexican? And then she could barely have any. And I was just like, what do you mean? No, I don't want to be like this. I miss everything being spicy. It's devastating. It's devastating because like, I want spice, but nothing spicy. Oh. It's horrible. A tragedy. It's so bad. Spice is life. It is, but then you get used to it. Ah! Kimchi, it's more, I'm gonna say funky for like, because it's sour, but not sour in the way that most people think. Vinegary. It's really yummy, but I wouldn't like call it spicy. Wait, that can also affect it? Kimchi anti-spice? No, kimchi has some spices in it. Kimchi is made with gochujang paste, so it does have some spice in it. I don't know if I'd call it spicy. Isn't there like the Funky Monkey song? That's what I just thought about when she called me funky. Mexican food is not even top 5 spicy. I think it depends on where you go. I think so one thing I appreciate about Mexican food is you adjust it to your level of spice. But Mexicans love spice. Oh, I got some like mango preparado. And that made me super happy too. But once again, was not spicy. Which is horrible because it used to be. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, no. I'm becoming an águila. It's over. It's over. You can't eat fatty foods as well? Holy shit. Losing your gallbladder sucks. Anubis, what did you do to yourself? Oh. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Why'd you nerve yourself? Like fatty meat? Korean barbecue and fatty meat. Delicious. Cole, welcome in! I couldn't do it. Chili powder isn't spicy to me anymore. It's devastating. Last time I made esquite, I put so much. And then like, it wasn't spicy. And I couldn't. It's devastating. You try to be cautious, that's good. Nothing's bad in moderation, that's the biggest thing. It's good to see you, Cole. I do have horrible news because I am gonna end soon since my voice is like starting to die. But I will be back on Thursday. Like I said, hopefully I'll be back on Thursday if everything goes well. Okay, so once again, because we're towards the end of the stream, I am gonna go ahead and go over what the plan is for now. We are gonna go ahead and not stream tomorrow. I am gonna go ahead and be watching the Mexico game, which I'm very excited for. I hope you guys cheer on Mexico. Even though technically we're already passing, but please cheer them on. I will hopefully be streaming Thursday and Friday for the new Arknights event. In case of you guys don't know, there have been some issues with the client that like even Arknights has been publicly made, publicly made a notice about. So we're gonna see if we can stream it. If we can't, that's okay. Then what's gonna happen is I won't be streaming Saturday. I gotta pack again because I'm gonna leave on Sunday. I don't know if I'll be able to stream until the following Saturday, so I'll be gone for another week. Yeah, we gotta cheer them on. We gotta cheer them on, and it's okay if you go ahead and like support check. I'm not gonna say that's bad. I am gonna say it's wrong, but I'm not gonna say it's bad. I do hope that Korea passes, I'll say that much. Mostly because of Korea's friendship. But besides that, I think the World Cup's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You have jaundice? I'm gonna get like stuck in my little wooden box and get shipped back, absolutely. I will say, I am not looking forward to the flight. I have to like drive out because like once again, middle of nowhere. I have to drive to a major city and then fly out from there, and I'm not looking forward to that. Dude, seeing that one live, because I don't think you were there. I was there live for that game. I am still a little angry because like after we scored, people were throwing shit because they were going wild, and a chicken tender like hit me right in the back, like between my back and my shoulder. I was like, bro, what the fuck? And they almost stained my new shirt. Like, I got it out, thankfully. But I was pissed. I was like, bro, you don't have to do that to me. What did I do to you? That block. Oh my god, that block. Everyone went quiet. Everyone was terrified that it went in. And the second we realized it did not go in, chaos erupted. Everyone for sure, like everyone in the stadium was like, how did that not go in? It's not the first time, but every single time, like, I was covered in beer and like, that wasn't my issue. My issue was the chicken, because that shit hurt. I was already in pain. That shit hurt. But man, I'm really proud of that block. I know Memo Ochoa is going to be starting tomorrow's game, and that makes me really happy for him. Exactly, Taylor. But yeah, everyone just went wild and started losing it. But it was a really fun game. I will say this before I end stream. The first half of that game, Mexico was doing shit. I thought we were gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. Look, that's what we have, Nathan. Here's the thing. Mexico, because like, we relied on luck. We barely won that game. And we gotta like up it up, like if we're gonna go ahead and actually make it further than the round of 16. Oh, I guess like, is this round? No, it's still round of 16, isn't it? If we're still gonna make it past the round of 16, we gotta like up our game. There you go, Ethel. There you go. Congrats on becoming an honorary Mexican. That's how you do it. I will say, it's been really nice seeing all the countries that have been cheering us on. I do like how Mexico's been supporting a lot of other countries, and thanks to that, a lot of other countries have been like cheering on Mexico as well. It brings a lot of happiness to me. It's that easy! Exactly! It's that easy! Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if they're gonna make it out of the initial stage, out of the group stage. Tell us some cheers to say to another Mexican fan. Well, the puto has been officially banned, in case you guys don't know. That one's been officially banned. They actually managed to this year, which is crazy. Raul supporting Mexico? I did not expect that. I'm not shocked because like Italy didn't make it in, but like Mexico's being supported by a lot of different things. But if you do want to do one, like an easy one, just enter like whatever blank country we're going against and just say blank va probar el chile nacional, which means blank is gonna taste the national chili. Yes, yes! As long as she speaks Italian, we should be fine. No, there's been a lot of people cheering us on, and I'm very thankful for it. I am very happy for it. It's really nice seeing all the love that they've been giving Mexico. It makes me very, very happy. But yeah, that's one that you can do. There's a lot worse ones that I'm not gonna name. Wait, is eating chili a bad thing? It's also slang. It's also slang. Oh, you added it. I think you mentioned that. Never mind then. Yeah. Slang for what? What do you think? What do you think it's slang for? Because you're probably right. Look. Sure. We're gonna go with that. Think of eggplant. Exactly. Think of eggplant. it's shaped like a chili. Just think of it that way, man. Yeah, there you go, there you go. There you guys go. But yeah, that's the main one that people have been using. Because we're not allowed to use the other one. Yes. It's long. Sometimes it's curved. I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, that's the main one that we've been doing this one for this World Cup. What did you miss? Don't worry about it. No, we were talking about the chants that Metsuka uses. That's the main one. There's a few different ones that like are kind of worse. Ayo, curve? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're late. Yeah, you're late. We're about to end. I'm so sorry. It hurts. Oh no. I'm not gonna make that comment. I'm gonna end it before it makes... Oh god, Chunk, no! Okay, we're gonna end this before it gets any worse. Okay, so once again, we'll be back on Thursday to hopefully stream Arknights if the client is working for us. If it's not, we'll try to figure it out. I'm sorry! But yeah, as always, don't forget to work out. Have a good sleep. Have a great morning. I will see you guys very soon. I will probably be like freaking out through text in the server if you guys would like to join me for that, for the World Cup. No, I need to go. My throat's dying. I need to go. Thank you everyone for hanging out. And with that, I say goodnight. Bye everyone. Thank you. Good night. It's great to see you guys again. I really missed you. Wee. Good night. King, we'll be back soon. I'm really sorry. It feels bad whenever someone joins. I'm not when they join, but when they join late, I'm so sorry.